Welcome to Basecamp in Queenstown. It is the final session of the La Sportiva National Bouldering Championships for 2021. It is the events in front of us now where we look at the final events of the two-day competition. After qualifying yesterday, we go straight into the finals in this final session for the Youth A and Junior categories for both males and females. Plenty of action. The top 6 from yesterday have qualified through to the finals, and we have got some wonderful action in store. I'm Paul Ellison. With me is Rob Moore, former New Zealand Bouldering Masters champion. Rob, we've had a couple of great sessions already, but this is now the pinnacle of some really impressive young talent in bouldering in New Zealand.
Yes, absolutely. This is our oldest competitors in the youth grades, and I'm sure we're going to see some spectacular climbing in these rounds. These are looking like they're shaping up to be some very, very cool, funky blocks.
The competitors out there getting a chance to inspect the course. Of course, the inspections have been limited time before they go into isolation. The first category is the junior male final. Just 3 competitors, James Patterson, Thomas Grummett and Henry Booker. And Booker will be the man to beat. Having qualified first yesterday in the junior section, Aliyah Robinson, Evie Boyd, Kiri Shibahara, Abby Gibbett, Sabrina Butler and Phoebe Kenderdine. Athletes looking at the course, which has been reset since the qualifying yesterday. The 6 to make it through to the male A final for youth is Nat Warburton, Finn Mano Simpson, Finn Newton-Howes, Julian David, Ant Death and Oscar Wolf, who came in as the top qualifier. And the last event that we will cover today is the Youth Female A section. This is Kyla Mewison, Willow Cook, Bella Dominici, Riley Butler, Lucy Sinclair and Azario Briscoe. Some really top performed young talent here. Many of them have represented New Zealand in youth competitions around the world. They've got a pathway. Rob, many of them have said that this is a stepping stone for their ambition of making it to the Olympic Games, and this is their chance to showcase themselves on a national scene right here in these championships. Absolutely.
Yeah, having it as an Olympic sport now, we've just had Tokyo, had the Olympics there. The first time climbing has been at the Olympics. It was a combined format event for the Olympics where we had to have our athletes doing speed, boulder and lead all combined. And now for Paris 2024, speed will be its own climbing medal, and then bouldering and lead will be a separate medal as well. So yeah, climbing is just growing strength to strength, and then around the country we're seeing amazing facilities like this one here in Queenstown. Just been so impressed with this facility here, the angles of the walls and the holds and everything, just world class. I'm really impressed. I've never been here before, and this is just blowing me away. We're seeing new venues like this popping up all around New Zealand. The sport is just really growing and developing, and it's so exciting to see.
Well, especially when you consider that bouldering was only really starting in the late 1990s, 1998. Bouldering was introduced with the first Bouldering World Cup in 99. We saw the international federations growing to 48 member countries in 2006, and now it's an Olympic sport. So it really has blossomed in the last 2 decades.
Absolutely, yeah. And, climbing has changed so much. You'll see today on the wall, the holds are really big, colourful, bright holds on really plain backgrounds, which makes it great for spectators to see what's going on. It makes it great for TV. Before, the holds used to be tiny little crimpy things, and the climbers would be climbing on these things that you couldn't really see from behind, whereas now you see these big dynamic moves. It's a mixture between parkour and gymnastics, and the evolution of climbing is just blowing me away. I've been involved for a long, long time, and I'm loving the evolution of climbing.
We talk about the Olympic Games 2020 held in 2021 in Tokyo, but of course Olympic medals have been awarded to a number of climbers over the past 100 years. Alpinism was a climbing sport and that was introduced to the Olympics back in 1896. or 1894 at the Olympic Congress, and it was held as part of the Olympic Foundation when it was founded. So although it's new in terms of its current format, its history goes right back to the start of the modern Olympic Games.
Wow, where do you get this information from? I didn't even know that. That's incredible.
It's interesting stuff. The athletes, though, today, they really do have pathways because it is a growing sport with young people, but we've seen so far in these championships with some of the Masters events, the parents are there, the youngsters are there. Some of the parents have said, I'll keep climbing till my youngster starts beating me.
Yes.
That's how much of a family sport it really is.
Absolutely, and it is a sport for a lifetime, and we do have pathways. You know, Climbing New Zealand has just introduced a new pathway, which is the speed climbing pathway for Paris 2024. We've got a new high performance speed climbing program, which we'll have a selection event for in January coming up, and then we're looking at trying to get a speed climber from New Zealand to the next Olympics in Paris. So, you know, we've got some great pathways, great opportunities, and we're just getting better and better and going from strength to strength. And this event, you know, we're going to be showcasing some of these, hopefully, future Olympians.
Well, you talk about speed climbing. One of the athletes that we're going to see in competition today, Julian David, New Zealand speed team, personal best 10.46 seconds. That's flying.
Yeah, 15 metre high, the speed wall, and it overhangs by 5 degrees. So getting up there in 10.46 seconds, that's his current PB. I'm sure in the next few months before the selection event, he's going to be smashing that one to pieces.
Well, he set a goal of making it to the Paris Olympics as part of that black shirt wearing New Zealand team.
Yeah, well, his dad is from Paris, so I think that's why he wants to be there.
Yeah, well, he was born in France. He lived in France for a few years. He visits his grandparents every couple of years, so we'll see how he gets on in this competition, which is only just over 2 minutes away from getting underway. But there are some real characters out here that we're going to see this afternoon as well amongst the climbers that will be in action.
Yeah, there's definitely, climbing has a few characters, that's for sure.
We've got a Banana Boy.
Banana Boy.
Henry Booker. We're going to see him. He was second in the youth A section last year. He's moved up to the junior section, which is competitors born in 2003 or 2004, means they're either 17 or 18 years of age. He got second. He's come in his first qualifier in the junior male section this year.
Yeah, and he absolutely annihilated the field in that qualifying event too. 5 tops out of 5 to get, and yeah, he's climbing really well at the moment. He's doing a lot of climbing. He's really a focused climber who's going to go a long way. He's a really good sort.
He said that he really does, in fact, enjoy eating bananas. He's dressed in yellow often. He says that it's a favourite food. He's called Banana Boy. We'll see how well he gets on. If you haven't seen bouldering before and you are joining us for the first time, the athletes have to start at the bottom. They go up on the wall through different obstacles to get to the zone. That's what they have to get to. They have to be nice and static at the zone, leverage from there, and their aim is to get to the top. They will go across 4 different routes or 4 different courses throughout this competition, and they are given 4 minutes on each to try and get their way to the top. If they get there on their first go, they have a huge advantage because they go back into isolation. They get a chance to rest. They get a chance to freshen up, and they can just relax. Whereas if you're out there for the 4 minutes striving, you get your tired muscles. You are starting to get tired by the end of your 4th run at this event.
Absolutely. It's about conservation of energy. You'll see these guys compared to the other rounds we were doing, you know, the youth Cs and youth Ds, which are our under 12 climbers and under 14 climbers. Those guys just attack the wall over and over again generally. You know, it's really hard to keep them off the wall, but these guys will have a more conservative approach. If something's really hard and takes a lot of effort, they're going to come down, they're going to give themselves around about 30 seconds, maybe a minute to recover so that they can fully go hard again for the next attempt. You know, these guys really value the attempts they're trying to do.
Strength, flexibility, coordination, agility, that's the physical attributes you need, but they need the mental ones to think the puzzles through, the challenge, you know, the problems that have been set by the route setters to be able to create some real difficult positions of where they have to go on this wall.
That's dead right. Mental and physical ability.
So the first athletes are out in front of us now. They will come out in the reverse order from where they qualified yesterday. So the lowest qualifiers come out first and in action straight away. Out in front of us, we see there competitor number 35, and that is Alea Robinson from Rotorua.
Yeah, and on the wall there at the moment from Canterbury, we see James Patterson Oh, just peeling off that purple hold there. This is Nat Warburton from Wanaka.
Yeah, Nat is a interesting character. 4th in the world champs for freestyle for riverboarding in the open men's section when he was just 12 years of age.
Yeah, this is a family that does it all. They're really great family, good attitude to everything, and yeah, they're into it all.
Well, he's done really well to get through that zone early, but just coming off as he was stretching, almost looked like he was rushing it a little bit. Each athlete given 4 minutes to try and navigate each problem.
Here's Alia back on the wall. Another attempt at this one. She's got the zone there. The rules say you have to utilize the zone. So utilization of the zone means you have to move your body in some way while using that hold. So just by touching a hold doesn't guarantee that you'll get the points. Here we have Kayla Murson from Canterbury. And she's just in this corner here. She's going to try and get herself to a point where she can push down on that little hold there with her right hand and flick the rest of her body up.
Only her second competition as well. So a lot of these athletes exposing themselves on the national stage for the first time, getting some competition.
Oh, here we go. Nat Warburton again.
From
back
Wanaka,
up at the zone.
Part of the Wanaka cliffhangers. Just 15 years of age, gets through the zone.
We see Alia just starting this block again. Gonna have to work out her feet through this section here. From here she either has to swap her foot on that little one she's got her left foot on.
Well, she's an experienced climber because she's represented probably with you travelling overseas to Australia and Russia and Italy, so she knows what she's doing. She's done well here. So she's got to the zone. Now she needs to take her time. She's got the time.
So if she can engage here and drive with that right leg. There she goes. She's going to swap feet and bring her right leg back on there.
She's done that superbly well. Now she's going to try and launch from her right leg, get the power through her knee, through the quad, up towards the top. Just a bit of chalk on her hands. The little bag on the back is full of chalk just to help the hand grips.
So she's just composing herself there, taking time. She knows this next move is a pretty powerful move from that angle there. You can see how long it is. It doesn't look as far from that angle we're seeing now, but it's quite a long way to that next block, that next hold on the wall.
She's planning on joining the defence force.
She goes lining herself up, trying just to generate that power, as you say, to drive up to that last hold.
17 years of age.
Here she goes.
Done well. Oh, not quite. You need the 2 hands. You need to be steady.
Yeah.
She touched it, but that's not enough to be able to count, so she's back to the bottom. It's a bit like a snakes and ladders board, isn't it? You get up there and you think you're right, and all of a sudden you're back down to the bottom again.
Oh, and Alia decides to leave that one early. Well, not so early. She had about 10 seconds left, so there's the bells going. Time's up for that round.
So challenging start for the first round of the final section here at the La Sportiva National Championships in Basecamp in Queenstown. It is bouldering, part of Climbing New Zealand's suite of sports. Next athletes out,
So this
Finn Mano Simpson from Wellington, number 21.
And Willow Cook in the corner there on the black climb.
Number 55, Willow Cook from Canterbury. First in the Youth B section 2 years ago, second in the Youth A last year, so she was on the podium.
This is Kiri Shibahara. She's on the zone there already, so that's a flash of the zone, but she can't hold it to control herself to go any further, so she have to step back, have a little look at that. And Finn just lining himself up. This is a dynamic movement where they have to catch both the holds at the same time. So you can see him just trying to generate that power to drive. And behind him, Willow there. Swing and a catch. First time we've seen the zone on that block there. And flying up towards the top of the wall. This the route setters actually for that one have created a bit of a thing where you have to try and just climb along the edge of the wall. There's no holds, and you've got to try and get to the final hold by just utilising the wall to get along there. So you see Willow just lining that up again. Let's see if she can get that dynamic move again. Here's Curry. Just trying to get that balance right. This is really balancy, really technical. We're on the slab section of the wall here where the wall's leaning forward by 5 degrees, and the holds are very, very marginal. As you can see there when she tried to swap her feet.
So the brushes come out to just take away the powder. It's the competitors who make the decision when. They've got the judges. Each bay, each course had their own judges to ensure that the climbers start in the static position with the red or the orange tags that you can see the lines just protruding below the boulders, all the volumes.
Yeah, so there's 4 tags to start, 4 orange tags, and they represent 4 limbs on your body. And you have to start with your hands and your feet in a controlled position on those holds before you're allowed to carry on the rest of the climb.
This is 17-year-old Thomas Grummett from Wellington. First competition. He's been climbing for 4 years, but this is the first time he's been at the big time, the national champs.
On the big show. Here's Willow again. Now she's going to try and catch the top of this wall here. So she's trying to go up and just the edge of the wall. You can hold it. You can see the angle of it from there. It's not so steep.
And once the athletes finish, they go back into isolation, not allowed to talk to each other, to be able to compare notes about what worked, what didn't work. So the other athletes still in there, the competitors will come out not having a clue what's happened before them.
Yeah, so there's 2 separate isolation zones. So when they're finished on a block, they go into a separate area, so they can't talk to the athletes that haven't been out yet to climb the climb. And that way they don't give away any ideas or any tips or tricks. And they're just got to work it out while they're up on the wall.
So there's Thomas.
They've seen it before from on the ground, but this is the first time they see it from actually up on the climb.
Willow Cook from Canterbury. First in the Youth B section last year, competing this year in the older age group, the Youth A section, which if you're born in 2005 or 2006, you qualify for. And that's it.
5 seconds to go. Oh, Finn just wants to try one more time to get that zone.
Under pressure.
So the brushes out there, brushing those holds, brushing off the chalk and the sweat left to try and keep the texture nice and fresh for every climber. So on this first pink block close to us in number 1 is Abby Gibbett from Bay of Plenty. So she'll just have a look and see. And this is a run, start, jump. So you have to run up. Now she's established herself with her hands and feet in the required position.
Very experienced climber for her age, having been to Russia in 2018 and Italy in 2019 for the Youth World Championships.
And see how she's got her feet in a different way around than the other climbers. This means that she doesn't have to try and swap her feet. Oh, we'll see someone with a flash on a climb very fast there. That would have been Finn Newton-Howes from Wellington. So Abby's got this zone here. She needs to come across now. Oh, she goes flying off the wall. And just looking there, Bella Dominici was just trying to get that tricky little dyno start. Going to run across the wall and palm down with your right hand to drive up to try and catch the catch hold. This is Banana Boy, Henry Booker on the wall here, number 36 from Rotorua.
Third in the open male section last year, second in the Youth B section the year before.
Oh, and just slipping off there.
Second in the Youth A section in 2020. So an experienced climber, been around the scene for almost a decade. Abby Gibbett just reaching across.
Showing some great flexibility there.
So her aim is to get to the top And can she reach and reach to the hold? No, she can't quite make it.
Great fall there, throwing her chalk all over the floor.
Still plenty of time though.
Oh, here we see Banana Boy just trying, he's got to try and get his foot up where his hand is at the moment, his right hand on that volume. So he's going to try and get it underneath the heel of his hand there somehow. So you can see him sort of trying to swing his leg to get it up. He knows that he needs to get it inside of his hand and he just can't quite get it there.
Is he going to try and move his hand slightly? Oh no, he's not. He's going to go back to the start.
Yeah, he'll go and reset himself on that one. Here's Bella Dominici, and she's going to try and move across, palm down on that black sort of half moon hold there.
Comes in ranked 4th after the qualifying yesterday, 3rd last year in this event. She was a bronze medalist.
So just getting herself in a position there that looks a bit tricky. 1 minute left to go. The athletes will be trying to get themselves.
Maybe Gibbet just knowing that she got across to that hold on the left before and can't do it this occasion. These athletes have never seen the course until just a few moments before they started, have a chance to inspect, and they go back into isolation and then come out afresh having to remember what they saw. It's a bit like a memory puzzle, really, isn't it?
It is like a memory puzzle. I saw Bella diving off that arm wall on that one. She's called it quits for this round.
So here's
Banana Boy.
Yeah, the Banana Boy. He says he loves bananas, so let's see how he gets on with time just about against him. And
Abby peels off that one.
So the first 3 rounds in this first block have been completed. 3 to go.
Yeah, the first 3 climbers through. So we're up to the climbers that are closer to. I'm just looking at the score sheets here. We've got Evie Boyd was supposed to be climbing, but she was a DNS because of an injury that happened yesterday. So that's why I was
so just 5 in the junior female section.
That's right.
With Evie
Here's
Boyd
Julian
scratch.
David from Bay of Plenty. Makes quick work of that first zone. So now he's just got to try and work out how he's going here. Nice. Oh, it comes flying off that thing. And here's Riley Butler, I think, is it?
Sabrina Butler.
Oh, Sabrina Butler.
From Canterbury.
2
18.
sisters look the same. So Sabrina just peeling off that balancy, slabby climb there. So delicate, those holds on those slabs like that. Whereas you can see the holds on the more overhanging parts of the wall, like where these 2 are climbing here, much bigger, more positive holds. Whereas on the wall that's leaning forward there, the slab, they're just really delicate, slopey holds. Julian making short work of that dyno there. Wonder if he's going to try and go the same way as he did before, or whether he's going to try and... Oh, he's just trying to get a heel on to stabilise his body there. Oh, nice. Here's Sabrina up near the top of this climb now. Now, this is a long move, this one.
Now she's got her hand up there. She needs to get the other one up there, and she's done it. Really good stuff. She's got the hold. She's got the top. She'll be delighted with that.
Yeah,
she's a young lass at 18 years of age who holds a few world records already, but it's in the Wii video games is where she is the world record holder. She's made a really good start here on finals day at the Bouldering Champs in Queenstown.
Great start there. Nice work from her. This is Riley Butler on the wall here. This is climbing in a different age group.
She's climbing in the Youth A section. Also in the Youth A section for male is Julian David. So Riley just taking her time.
Yeah, just composing herself, having a break. It's really good.
She's only 15 years of age, but has been climbing for 8 years. So started early, as many of these competitors have. Great flexibility.
She's going to palm down and try and pop up now and catch with her left hand. Oh, just needs a little bit more momentum, carry some speed and generate some power. From that static position where she was, it's really hard to generate power. So
And look up at the clock as well. So she would just be sort of very conscious of the fact that she needs to be patient, but not let time elapse.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Julian David going well here. Here's a young man who fractured his middle finger in his left hand, had his finger strapped so he could climb with a broken finger, and was quite happy to make the final. So
just falls off that top hole, that top move. And with 20 seconds to go, he gives it the thumbs up that he's out there. But Riley, she's going to try and get another go at this. 10 seconds remaining.
she'll hear the beep sound soon, and she'll realise, there they are now, that her time and her day on that challenge, on that problem, on that block, has now been completed.
Yeah. All right. So on this first block here, we're seeing Phoebe Kenderdine just getting ready to go. The bells signify that their round starts. Phoebe climbed amazing yesterday in the qualifying rounds. Really,
5 tops.
5 tops.
Yeah.
Was brilliant climbing. Actually, the best climbing I've seen her do. And you know, I've travelled away with her to World Cups and World Champs and things before. And yeah, she climbed brilliant yesterday. So hopefully she carries on that good form.
Wanaka based, been climbing for 5 years now. Competed at the World Youth Champs with a broken finger, and that's a good effort.
That was Ant Death.
Yeah.
Looks like maybe on his first go, straight to the top of that one.
Put him straight to the top of the leaderboard as well.
Yeah. So
here's Phoebe Kenderdine.
Nice, got her feet around the right way there. That's good. So now she's just got to generate power off that left leg. Move up to that second to last hold. And try and get herself established before she launches for that top, which is a long way away. From this angle, the top hold doesn't look as far as it actually is in real life.
We talked before about Henry Booker and the Banana Boy. Something you may not know, Rob, and I know you've had a lot to do with bouldering, is that Phoebe Kenderdine gave Henry Booker a terrible mullet at a previous competition.
So Paynesford is a climbing area in the South Island. So a lot of people go there at Christmas time and hang out and do a lot of climbing. I could imagine there's a lot of bad mullets going on down there.
She's taking credit for that.
Okay, cool. Maybe it'll end up she'll be a hairdresser.
You'd have to ask Henry what sort of job that she did, because I don't think she's actually taking a lot of credit for it, but here she is. She's got through to
this. This is Lucy Sinclair from Wanaka. She's got that zone, which we haven't seen many get in this round so far. And so she's got to we haven't seen a top at all, because they've got to use the edge of the wall, and they're trying to go for the volume that's attached to the top there, but they might be better off going for the edge of the wall first, which looks a little closer. Here's Phoebe.
Yeah, here's Phoebe coming.
Another attempt. Nice little pistol squat start there. When we were watching them viewing their routes, she was a little bit worried that she wouldn't even be able to reach that volume there at the start, but she reaches that easy. Delicately balancing through these moves.
Now the decision comes.
This is where we see the different tempos on the climbs. You know, you can see those climbs that have got the big dynamic moves, fast and bouncy, whereas this on the slab is technical and slow.
So she's going to try and push hard off that left leg.
She lines it up, takes a breath. She's going to engage her core, drive for that leg.
Well.
There we go, nice. Now this is an even bigger move, this one.
Same effect.
She's going to have to try and get her right foot right up on that zone hold, I think, for her to be able to reach this, because I don't think she's going to be able to reach.
It's just the height. Arm's not tall enough to touch, so she's worked out how much she's actually got to try and spring and elevate herself.
Yeah, so she's going to try and get her right foot up onto that zone hold there. And she's going to try and rock her weight over that foot and drive from here. Now she's going to need to turn her left hand around a little bit to be able to push away. Here she goes.
Now it's the power that's coming from the right leg.
Oh.
That was close.
So close. 15 seconds to go. No, she decides that that's it.
Courageous effort there.
Not happy about that.
No, she's not happy. But she got very close indeed. Just the power that was needed in that very final launch to the top.
All right, so I think just 2 climbers coming out in this round. So we've got Azaria Briscoe and Oscar Wolf.
Now, Oscar won the Youth B last year, so he's moved up through his age group.
Already onto the zone.
Had outstanding day yesterday. Got to the top on 5 out of 5 of the problems. Got that one there easy as well, so he started in fine style.
Nice.
Oscar Wolf from Wellington.
So Oscar Wolf and Ant Death, I think, both flashing that block. We'll find out once we get some provisional results.
Azaria Briscoe, now from Wanaka. 6th in the Youth B section last year.
Oh, she's trying to push up and to compression underneath that volume there first before she goes out to the hold, which is a way of doing this that we haven't seen yet. This is the cool thing I love about bouldering, is that there's always different ways, depending on your size and your strength and your abilities. You can find, if you're clever, you know, you can find different ways to do things that other people don't think of. So this is the first time we've seen someone pressing up into the bottom of that volume. So instead of popping from here, or she might, it looks like she's going to try and pop to the, no. So probably just take a moment here for her to just to have a look.
So Lucy Sinclair, the only one to successfully navigate it to the top.
So here we go, another attempt. Brings that left foot up nice and high. She's going to pop straight. No.
Still time, plenty of time to go. So it's a matter now getting composure. Goes for some chalk on her hands.
So generally we see if a way doesn't work one way, the climbers, you know, are generally encouraged by their coaches to try and see if they can work out a different way. She's going for that same way. Now that's the 4th time, so she must really believe that that's the way she can do it. So we'll see if she changes it up in the next attempt.
Came in to today's competition after qualifying yesterday as the top ranked competitor. 4 tops yesterday.
We've seen a lot of upsets to the way that the qualifiers were yesterday. She finally gets that zone.
Perseverance has paid off. She can look up and see where the top is now. She's got time.
Brings that heel up.
Yeah, that right foot, she's going to try and lock it in. She's going to try again, do the same thing. Oh no, she's not.
So 1 minute remaining on this one.
Yeah, she's not able to confer. She's talking to the judges down there.
Yep.
Not able to get any help from the audience, no help from coaching, so she's just talking to the judge. So she's allowed to do that, so that's fine.
Yep, just checking with the judge that she could walk off with that much time to go, and the judge obviously says yes, because you can walk off whenever you like. But yeah, she didn't think that was her style or her block. So, you know, that's sometimes quite an important thing to realise, that some blocks just don't suit you. So if you can get a zone on a block and then later on save your energy for one that does suit you, then that's a really good way to be going fresh into that next block, you know. Whereas if you just keep on attacking something that maybe is not your style or doesn't suit the way you climb, you're going to end up being so exhausted for one that maybe does suit you.
So Lucy Sinclair leads the Youth A after the first block in the female section. Youth A in the male section is being led by Ant Death, but he's tied up with Finn Newton-Howes, who both got up in their first attempt
I'm not sure if this has been updated yet.
Okay,
We're still
because
looking
Oscar
at
Wolf got as well. Yeah. So we've got 3 at the top of the leaderboard in the Youth A section, and in the junior section, well, we haven't got any of the competitors making it through to the zone, so they're all level there.
That was a tough block, that one.
And for the junior female, we have got Sabrina Butler, who made it to the top on her second attempt. So she leads the field. It's a log jam for second. We're into the second block now.
Here's Nat Warburton.
Nat Warburton back from Wanaka.
On this purple block. And he has the zone there. So now he's just going to make it through to the top. Got to try and work his feet out to get himself in a more solid position. But as soon as you bring your foot over, he loses his reach.
Got to the zone on the first block, didn't get to the top, but now he's just starting to really have to get some momentum. He's done really well. That's fantastic work from Nat. He'll be delighted. Plenty of support from the hometown crowd for him as well.
So that's Nat's first top of the competition so far. And here we are seeing Kayla from Canterbury.
Kayla Mewison.
Just start that tricky start where they have to start with all 4 limbs on that volume. And here's Alia on this black one. First time we're seeing this black one here. These big boomerang shaped holds. Just struggling to establish yourself on the start. So you've got to have 2 limbs on that one on the left there.
James Patterson, number 50, is on the climbing wall as well. This is Kayla Mewison from Canterbury, 15 years of age. Oh, and got very close to the zone, couldn't quite make it.
And Alia just trying to work out how she's going to hold these holds, how she's going to get herself established on the start before she can move along. She's got to bring a hand and a foot together on that left hold there to get established before she's allowed to carry on the route. Oh, and we see James Patterson just flying off that dynamic movement at the start here. It's Kayla again. So she's got to hold on while she swings that foot across. All right, she's got that foot on, but now she needs to try and get some power somehow to be able to push herself in that right direction.
James Patterson unsuccessful on that attempt, but straight back on.
Oh, foot slips off that time. And Alia really struggling just to try and get established on the start. It looks like a very tricky start. Seeing Kayla come around again. Digging that heel in on that left foot to try and stop the swing. And then she's going to release the foot to try and bring that right foot over. Now she's got to generate some power to go all the way out to the right. Oh, that's a very tricky move.
She'll be looking for her first zone because she knows that if she wants to get onto the medal table that she has to really get a zone in one of the first couple of blocks, or otherwise it's a big issue from there.
That's a big ask, yeah. And then you have to look at trying to get tops if you're trying to make a placing. And so if you can just get a few zones.
So we're into the second block now. Out comes Willow Cook and also
Kirishir Bahara there from Wellington.
Kiri is the 17.
So Kiri establishing herself and then moving off. And she's on the zone there.
17 years of age, been climbing for 5 years. Her goal is to climb all around the world. She loves to climb in this part of the country, loves Wanaka. Competes for the Dynamites in Wellington, but lives in Wanaka.
Nice. Yeah, we're seeing Finn Mano Simpson, also from Wellington Club.
Second last year in the Youth B, got the silver medal. Sure, he'd love to repeat that effort in the age group up this year.
So just struggling to get himself into a position where he can hold on to that zone hold. The zone hold is not very friendly, that one. It's been set on an angle that's really, really hard to hold on to. Much like this one that Curry's got her right hand on there at the moment. There's not a lot on there to hold on to. We call that a sloper.
Well, Curry came in ranked 4th after qualifying yesterday.
So she's just asking for that hole to be brushed to try and get some more texture to appear magically out of it. Here we've got Willow Cook from Canterbury. She obviously can get herself standing there on the start holds, but just pops off, not knowing too much what to do there.
Halfway through, the time allocation for these competitors, 4 minutes for each attempt to get to the top of the block.
Finn just pressing into the wall here, trying to get a little bit of height just to be able to reach out to that next purple hold on the wall there. She gets. Now he's got to try somehow to establish himself on these feet holds.
Said he's been climbing for 5 years and learning to slackline climb now.
Slackline's like a tightrope that climbers use to play on.
And for a bit of diversity, he loves the piano, tramping and debating. Not all at the same time, I might add.
It's always good to love a bit of debating.
So when the athletes go into isolation, many of them have their headsets on and listening to music, or are they sitting there zoned out trying to think about their next block that they've got to in front of them for the challenge?
In between blocks, you mean?
Yeah, in between, when they go into the isolation part, in between blocks.
Yeah, no, they don't generally have headphones in at that stage there. There's a rule you're not allowed to have electronic devices that connect to Wi-Fi so that nobody can send them messages or anything in between to let them know where they're ranked or how to do a climb. So, yeah, no, they're just sitting there. They've got 5 minutes, so they'll be having some water. They might be getting a bit of food in. They'll be stretching, definitely, to try and get rid of some of the pump that they might have in their forearms. And then before they know it, they'll be doing their shoes back up and ready to come back out. The shoes they wear are generally very tight, so they tend to take them off in between rounds. So by the time you've stretched and done your shoes and had a drink, it's almost time again to come back out. 4 minutes goes really fast when you're back in isolation.
Final seconds now of the second block.
And Willow just...
yeah, it's run out of time, unfortunately, for her.
That's it. So, out come the next ones.
Bella Dominici will be out there along with Abby Gibbett and Finn Newton-Howes.
And Henry Booker there from Rotorua, Banana Boy.
That's him, number 36 on the left. Number 1 is Abby Gibbett.
So Abby getting the start there and moving on.
She's got a personal best in the speed wall of 13.69. Sets her sights at trying to go under 12, which would be a magnificent achievement.
That would be a fantastic achievement to go under 12. The New Zealand speed record is 11.1 for females at the moment, so under 12 is a very good time. Here we see Finn Newton-Howes there on that one. Abby's up on that zone hold. Very open-handed, slopey hold, that one. Not much at all to hold on to. She pops back up. You can see her stretching there. The arms get very tired, very pumped. So, you know, to be able to hold on and use those finger muscles, you've got to be able to try and stretch out in between attempts. See Bella shaking her hands out for the same reason. It's Finn going up for another attempt at this one in the corner. Finn moving across, holding on to those very marginal holds. Trying to work out, there he goes.
Yeah, he's through the zone. So he's done well. He looks across and he knows he's got to try and get himself across to the right. Swing across to the right if he's got the strength to hang on, and he's done well.
Oh, his foot just slipped and couldn't hold on there. See Abby back up on the zone hold there.
So Abby getting the zone on her first block, along with 4 of the other competitors, so it's very tight in the junior female section at the moment.
It's Bella. Oh.
Scoring works on whoever gets the most tops, and then if that needs to be separated, it's who gets the most zone. So you go through the zone to get to the top. This is Finn Newton-Howes from Wellington. 11th in the Youth B section last year. He's made it to the top 6 this year. Big improvement.
Yeah, to make it through to finals at Nationals, it's a great, great improvement. There's Abby back on this bottom section, back to the zone. Haven't seen anyone made it past this zone yet, so let's see. We've got 47 seconds left.
She'll have one more attempt before the time will run out. Finn Newton-Howes once more trying to get himself across to the zone. He'll get some confidence that he got there before, but the clock's ticking by and he knows that he needs to move reasonably quickly if he can. So he's done really well to get his left foot up and to get some momentum. So he's got to the zone. Now he's got himself almost across.
Yeah, that was really close, that one.
And I think you'll find that that's it for him. He's run out of time to have another attempt. Abby still there. 8 seconds to go. Time ticks by. She'll try and launch herself up very quickly indeed, but not able to make it. So she'll get the zone score, won't get the top score.
Very hard to generate power off that hold. You know, it's so slopey and so open-handed. They've got to use all the muscles just to hold on. There's nothing left to fire. This is Julian David lining up for this purple one. We saw Nat Warburton get this earlier. No tops on here since, so this one 2 points on each hold, which he does and establishes himself. Then he can start moving up. Just taking his time just to check this out.
Oh, he's done well.
Jump straight out to that catch there. So he's going to try and get that foot across that right side. He hasn't utilised the zone yet, I'm not sure. There he goes, okay. So he might have been awarded that zone, not sure. It's not the best hold to...
Yeah, he's run out of options, I think, here, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he's going to have to reposition himself. That won't count for the zone either.
No,
I don't think
sure.
Now he will.
Now he
Now
gets
will.
the zone
Yes,
because he's utilised the hold. He's got to try and fire up to that top hold now.
Wants to swing the leg across. He's done that. Now he's going to try and move with his left arm, but just not able to get enough grip.
Great work there. There's, I don't know if that's Riley or Sabrina. Oh, there we go, Sabrina.
So this is Sabrina in the junior female section. She leads at the moment, the only one to get to the top in the first
Riley.
round.
I don't think we've seen anyone get the zone on that green climb yet, have we? It looks like a very, very tricky hold to hold on to as they swing across. So this is Sabrina just having another look, trying to work this out.
Comes from Canterbury, 18 years old. As I mentioned earlier, has set a few world records on the Wii video games. She's climbed all around the world, all over Southeast USA.
Is Julian back up on that zone again? Oh, he goes for the top, just doesn't quite get enough. Sabrina struggling to just get that zone here. Here's Riley. Now this is interesting. These holds look like they've got big holes in the middle of them, which could be quite positive, but the way the climbers are climbing on them, I don't think they're very positive at all. I think those internal parts of those holds must be quite rubbish, because you can see her looking around trying to find purchase on anything else she can get. So she's going to try and bring that right foot across.
Riley was the one that said that she finally wants to build a woody, which I didn't know what a woody was. I thought it was a woodshed, but it's a home climbing gym.
A home climbing wall, yeah. Oh, as Julian flies off that top hold again. 30 seconds remaining, so it'll be interesting to see if he gives it one more attempt. Yeah, a woody's a sort of a slang term, I suppose, that climbers use for a home climbing wall.
That's what the 15-year-old Riley Butler from Canterbury would love to build.
So, 6 seconds left. Oh, just not enough for Julian to get that.
Desperation stuff at the end.
Desperate attempt.
When the clock starts ticking down, you know that you really only got one option.
Yeah, when you hear those beeps.
All right, okay, now we'll see out in the Youth A section. Out will come Lucy Sinclair. It was so impressive.
Here's Phoebe
earlier.
Kenderdine looking at those boomerang-shaped holds. No one's got past the zone on this climb yet, so let's see how Phoebe goes. Not getting the zone there, you need to utilize the zone, so she'll have to be holding on to it and then use it to move.
Not far away.
Which
just going to launch herself up.
Has there now.
And
she's got to try and establish herself so she can get her feet up.
That will be enough to count for the zone, I would think.
I would have thought, yeah, oh look, this is the first time we've seen anybody up through this section here onto the zone on this green climb.
Well, Lucy Sinclair so impressive in the opening round.
Oh, we missed Ant Death. He's already got to the top of that purple climb there.
So here's Phoebe Kenderdine from Wanaka. Currently sitting in, well, if she gets to that zone, which we think she has, she'll be sitting in second equal spot.
And she's going to try and bring a heel up onto that.
Yeah, left heel needs to go up onto the edge of that.
Yeah, or up. She needs to try and get something to stop her body from
falling
swinging. Yeah. So let's see how this move here goes, because we haven't seen this go yet, but we saw her further on this climb. So how did she get there? It's a very tricky move. Oh, so close. You can see how she just tried to gain some momentum to try and pop through to that next hold. Here's Phoebe again. Another attempt. She's got plenty of time, 1:50.
Yeah, well, she'll work out that I was here not that long ago. Can I do something a little different, she'll be thinking. There's only millimetres in the difference of the foot placement often. That will make the difference. There she is. She's got it on that edge now, but she can't keep the momentum there. Decides to use the right foot. Pushes up. Power going through the knee and the thigh.
Yeah, doesn't quite get enough, but there was a good progression on there.
I'm back for more, she says. I'm back for more. Lucy Sinclair.
So Lucy just trying to get further than that zone she's already got. She's got a minute left.
Phoebe's got the zone on the first block. We believe that she would have been awarded the zone on the second block. She's got time to make it to the top if she can stay on the wall, but she can't.
That is really tough to hold on to, those holds.
Now, Lucy Sinclair came in here ranked second yesterday, but it's really put some heat on the field because she got to the top in the first block and has done well. She's called it a day. But Phoebe says, I'm still going, and I think that might be it now. I'm packing up. I'm out of here.
Yeah, picking up her pieces of chalk.
So we are almost midway through the final session here at Basecamp in Queenstown.
So just 2 climbers in this session here. So Oscar Wolf from Wellington on the male climb.
And Azaria Briscoe for the females. This is Youth A. This is if you're born in 2005 or 2006, so 15 and 16-year-olds. Oscar Wolf. Flew up the first one, along with Finn Newton-Howes and Death. Ant, Nat have both got through. Oh, look at this. That is classy.
Very
outstanding
classy
effort.
climbing there.
Great work from Oscar Wolf. He will go to the lead equally with Ant Death at the end of round 2, the second block in the Youth A Male Bouldering Championships. This is going to come right down to the final climb on the final round to decide who's going to take home the medals.
It certainly is. It's looking like we'll see how these next blocks go. You know, there's some still really hard stuff left, so we'll be definitely seeing some of these climbers tested, but at the moment they're keeping it very tight.
Well, Azaria sitting in third overall. If she can get to the top, she will put some real heat on Lucy Sinclair.
Yes, absolutely. So
Lucy leads, Willowcock in second place. Azaria Briscoe currently holding third, but there's a long, long way to go. Each of these climbers have 4 different challenges, 4 different puzzles, problems to solve.
yeah, absolutely. And you know, this is just the end of the second one. Azaria is our last climber left of the second block, so we've still got 2 more to go, so anything can happen from here.
Well, Azaria came in top qualifier from yesterday's round. It doesn't really mean anything, as we saw earlier today, that athletes, competitors can change so quickly.
Yeah, absolutely. We saw that in the last grades that we're climbing, didn't we? It only took 1 top to change the whole field around. So, yeah, it's can change at any time. That could happen on the very last block.
Azaria Briscoe, 6th in the Youth B in 2020. So she's in medal contention at the moment. She would love to make it a colour like gold, but she's not going to do it easily on this one. She's now starting to look and think.
Yep.
It's the thinking aspect now as opposed to the physical aspect.
Yeah.
What do I do differently?
Yep.
Can I approach this with a different technique, different tactics? I've really got less than a minute on the clock to get myself into a position to stay calm and confident through the barriers.
Yeah, so she's just coming up to 30 seconds. She's looking at the clock. The clock's up above her there. That's what she keeps on gazing up at, just to see. She's just reaching around, checking with a judge.
You get a sense of maybe a little bit of disillusionment there as well, and I think that might be it.
Yeah, once they start getting tired, it's really hard to carry on.
Yeah.
I think she was checking to see if he had awarded her the zone or not, which you know, she'd slipped off. So that's why she's still having another go with 10 seconds to go, because she wants that zone. If she can get that zone, it could be the difference. And again, She slips off that. I doubt the judge would have given her that. She had no control. She didn't utilise that hold.
So we are now at the midway stage of the final section
Absolutely.
of the last Sportiva National Bouldering Championships. We are here at Basecamp in Queenstown. It's been a long 2 days for these competitors. This is the pinnacle.
So here's Nat Warburton.
Yeah.
This one's tricky. This one with the junior males was the one none of them got a zone on. So I think this is a real hard one. So we should see this field being split a little bit on this block, I believe. I think this one is really balancy, really technical. It's different to the jumping stuff that we've had already. So this is where their tempo has to slow right down. So let's see how they go.
Nat currently in third equal place. Got to one top. And he got to one zone in the previous 2 rounds and the previous 2 blocks. Let's see how he gets on. Also out there, James Patterson, number 50.
Got Alia just in behind there from Rotorua. And she's just trying to press up into that volume there to see if then she can reach up with that right hand. It's a really tricky start.
The junior males are really having a tough time of it. No one's actually got to a zone in the opening 2 rounds, so a zone might do it.
Yeah, yeah.
It might be enough, so let's have a look here now.
That's what we're saying climbing too, you know, you can never base how you've done in your first blocks on what you're going to end up being, because, you know, from now, one top could see you in a gold medal position, theoretically, you know, so that could come on your very final block. You might get no points at all right through the first 3 blocks and then get a top on the last one. It could put you into the gold position, so you just can't give up. You've just got to keep going, keep your head in that good place and really stay positive. Things can change in a second.
So James Patterson going back, trying to compose himself, knows that if he gets to the zone, he can elevate himself into first place at this stage in the competition.
Absolutely, and for him, the zone is just 1 jump away. Oh, Alia just gets her fingers around the top of that hold, but couldn't stick it. So I think she'll learn from that. I think she'll do better on the next one. Here's Nat just trying to creep those fingers out along the wall there. Not sure that that's a handhold he's going for, but, you know, there's so many different ways to do things. You just can't say that there's one way to do a boulder in these competitions. So many different ways, so many different abilities, different flexibility of the climbers, different strengths.
Caleb Ewison just
powerful,
not able to stay on the wall. Here's James getting out the brush, trying to make sure that the chalk doesn't create a slippery surface for his hands, and often he'll go and put some more chalk on his hands instead of on the holds themselves.
Yeah.
Now look at 57 here.
Kayla, yeah, she's just balancing across. She's on that same part of the wall next to Nat, so these are the balancy, slow tempo climbs.
Long-term aim for her is to get to the Olympics. At the moment, she needs to get to a zone. So it'll be a starting point,
she's
and
got
she's
the
got the
zone.
zone. So that has elevated her already above a couple of competitors.
Yeah, she's on her way to the Olympics right there.
It's only her 2nd competition, so she's done well. She's made the final. Now she's moved herself up the leaderboard into the top 4.
Moving well on the wall.
She'll look at that black zone, and I would suggest that might remind her of a cat, because she's got a cat named Licorice.
Yeah, I can see the connection there. You're doing well with that one. So the brushes are out, just trying to get off all that excess chalk before the next competitors come out. Giving everything a good brush down.
Willow Cook in action here. Kiri Shibahara, Thomas Grummett, and Finn Mano Simpson. So that is in the foreground. Thomas Grummett from Wellington, 7th last year in Youth A.
Here's Finn just edging his way, tiptoeing up this balancy slab.
Silver medalist in the grade below last year in the Youth B. Just not able to get a hold. This is Prim.
Oh, got a zone there.
This is
so that's put him straight into first place by getting a zone.
Yeah, this is good work from Thomas Grummett. He'll be pleased with that because this has been a real challenge for this group. This is 17 and 18-year-olds.
Oh, and just flying off. But, you know, with that one zone straight away, that puts him into first position. Here's Willow again, establishing herself on the start holds. Now she can move off.
Well, she started 5th after qualifying, moved herself up to 2nd, which was the same colour medal as she got last year. So if she can repeat that effort, she'll be delighted, but I'm sure she'll be wanting to go just one better. But to do that, she needs to beat Lucy Sinclair, who's got to the top. So this is the 3rd block.
Needs to find a top here if she wants to be
Willow
contention
Cook
for that gold medal.
competes for Canterbury.
Just edging her way along here.
So she's got to the zone.
Just bringing that foot up nice and high. Great flexibility there. Just trying to drive up now.
Balance and strength.
There she goes.
Through the legs,
got that next
and she's
hold.
done well.
She's doing really well.
Now she'll look to move that right leg.
This hold actually when you're down on the floor there, it looks a long way. You can see it there. It looks much further than the other shot on the screen. So that's about how far it is. It's a long way to that top hold. Got to really drive.
So what's the tactic here? Is it to try and get the right leg?
Create momentum. Yeah.
Not quite.
It's not enough, you see. She can't quite get over the top where she needs to get.
Yeah, so the only way that she really can do that from that position is to spring hard off the
drive
right leg
off the
and
left leg,
and push up and try and get the elevation to be able to hold onto the top with her left hand.
She has to hit the top of that hold. That's where the best part of the hold is. She's not going to be able to establish her body position. Here she goes. That's better. That's better.
Oh, that's great work. Outstanding work.
She
She will be delighted with that.
Oh, that is a great finish to that climb. She did exactly what she needed to do.
So Willow Cook, who was in 2nd position, has now put herself up into the leaderboard alongside Lucy Sinclair, who still has to climb in the 3rd block here on the finals day of the championships.
And we won't know until we see how many attempts that Willow had on that, how she's ranked, but she's definitely put herself into position for contention now. See Curry, she had a great move to get up to that zone. Oh, here's Thomas again, just trying to get that top hold. He's already with one zone put himself into a great position, but he's just now got to try and find a way to stick that top. I think by having that heel up on that right foot means that he limits the amount of length he has to be able to reach around that corner to get the finishing hold. So there's the beeps.
Mano Simpson having one go at the zone, not able to get there on that occasion. So Bella Dominici will be out next along with Abby Gibbett, Finn Newton-Howes and Banana Boy Henry Booker. Here's Finn Newton-Howes. Sitting currently in 6th position with one zone, but how quickly that can change. Let's see how he goes.
Yeah. So we haven't seen anyone get the zone on this one yet, I don't think. So this is a really, really tough boulder.
He was 11th last year in the Youth B section. Now he's into Youth A, the older age group. Now he's going to try and swing his way across. But he needs to get that left hand balanced.
Yeah, he needs to get that left hand where the right hand is at the moment to be able to try and push his body weight.
He's done it.
Yeah,
he's
just
done
coming
it.
in underneath.
Oh no,
yeah.
He couldn't get the leverage off it.
Yeah, oh, there's Banana Boy up on the wall. So he's also scored a zone here now. So back to putting them into even place again. If he can get the top on this, that'd be huge for him on this one.
Well, that'll put him into a really, really great position on the leaderboard as well. If he gets to the top, and he wasn't far away, millimetres in that.
He managed to get his fingers into the good part of the hold, but couldn't stick it. Here's Bella Dominici. So she's about to do this little dance, climb, delicate moves across the face of the slab. Just balancy, slow. To be so confident to climb on these really marginal holds.
Bella hasn't got a zone so far until now. She's just got her first zone in this competition on finals day. So she'll be pleased with that. Big stretch. Decides to maybe reposition and go left. And go right. She's going to come back and have a look at that wall, because I think she looked at options left, right and above. Wasn't quite sure which one to go for.
There's Henry walking off. Henry got the top on that one, so that puts Henry into the top position now with the only top in his grade.
So Finn Newton-Howes in the Youth A, we have 4 grades going at the same time. So it looks or sounds a bit confusing. That's because there is multiple competitions going on simultaneously.
Finn's got his left hand on that hold. He's using the edge of that volume. Oh,
not far away.
So delicate. Here's Abby. She got the zone on her last attempt for this. Oh, and she can't secure it again. Bella back on the wall. You can see how hard it is to hold those holds. It's really grimacing to climb across those holds because they are really marginal. They may look like a big size, but there's not much to the edges of them. There's
Abby's
Abby.
done well here.
Yeah. Let's see if she can get a top on this one. This would really change it if Abby could get a top on this one. So she's trying to just pop up to the edge of that.
Not too far away, but she's going to have
not
to
enough
call it a
time
day
now. Yeah.
on her third block out of 4 in the finals. The brushes come out to brush down the holds to allow the competitors to get as much grip as they can. Still to come, Sabrina Butler, who leads the junior female section.
Yes, Sabrina there and Julian in the back.
So Julian David, number 7. And 49, Sabrina Butler. So this is the Bay of Plenty competitor. 7th in the youth last year. First in the New Zealand speed team with a personal best of 10.46. Says his favourite discipline is speed climbing, followed by bouldering.
Oh,
good work here.
Riley, yeah.
From Riley Butler.
You can see how hard it is to hold that hold. She can't even get the right position on it. Just trying to hold on there enough so that she can move that foot over. Sabrina here. Oh.
So Riley Butler, 58. Sabrina Butler
49.
is wearing 49.
There's Julian back on the start of that purple. That balancy, technical climb. Really interesting to see if we get anyone through past this zone on this one. It's been really hard so far.
So this is Sabrina in the junior female section. 17 and 18-year-olds. Sabrina is 18. And now she's got to the zone. But She did not get to the top, and that is proving a real challenge, not only for her, but for all of the competitors in this event. The 15-year-old Riley Butler. Riley has got her first zone in this third block out of 4. Hand goes in.
Just trying to find where to hold on to that hold. It's so marginal. Oh. Yeah, she's really just struggling to find the right purchase on that hold. That hold is really quite a slopey, not nice hold to hold on to. So here we go, going for the top on there. No, just not enough drive. They've got to find a way on that climb just to try and create more drive.
Now some
Here's
patience.
Julian with a different approach to this one now. It's reached up. This is the thing with these slab climbs. You just get a little off balance and it's all over. You've got to hold so much control. You can see here that O'Reilly's just able to just move a little bit more to get that foot across. Fingertip control there. Now she's got to try and generate enough power to get over the top of this hold. Left herself too low holding that other hold, so she's going to have to try and get her right hand up onto that zone hold again.
Oh, just about.
Oh, so close. Here's Sabrina. No, not enough power. Climber's flying all over the place. And
This is
that's
proving
time.
really difficult. Time is up.
All right, our next climber's running out.
And Death will come out. Number 5. He's been faultless so far. 81 is Lucy Sinclair, who has done so well in these finals.
Yeah, she's been climbing amazing.
Now, she knows that Willow Cook has got to the top. And Willow Cook has just got past Lucy Sinclair. But look at this young lady go. She's got to the zone and she's done it in fine style.
Now she's got to get her feet sorted out. So her left leg needs to be right out to that left side. So she needs to try and swap her feet somehow. I don't think that she's flexible enough to go right across. So at some point she's got to try and get her right foot where her left foot is. Here she goes. She's going to try and step through now.
And she
There
has.
she is.
That's been well done.
Try and get enough purchase on there to bring that left foot out and over. Oh,
That is well done.
that's brilliant climbing there. That's
Now, she's got to elevate herself up and she's done that perfectly.
She goes. Now, this is that move that's really long. If they don't generate enough power, we saw this before, they really got to get a pop going here. And they can only do that by generating the power off their left leg first and driving them across the top of their right foot while keeping their hips close. Oh, she's going for a hold. No, doesn't think that'll work. Here she goes. So see, she didn't create any momentum then. So
She's working out how far she's got to go and how much she's got to elevate and just try and lift herself through. It's all about leverage. It's all
trying to get
about
those
power.
fingertips on.
Oh, look
Oh, if she can just get enough to bring that other hand up.
Got
Which
it,
she
got it, Lucy
does.
Sinclair, well done. Back to the top of the
Amazing.
leaderboard.
Grimaces there.
2 tops now for her. Puts her back into the gold medal position with just 1 block to go.
Fantastic.
That was superb climbing.
Unbelievable.
Patience.
Yep. And the amount of core tension you need to have to hold yourself in that position to get both hands on the top. Here's Ant Death. Bad plenty climber.
Well, Ant's proved so effective in the opening 2 blocks.
Yeah, he's climbing really well today. Here he goes. He's just going to ease himself over with that foot. That delicate, slow tempo climbing.
Oh, just about.
too fast. He needs to slow that movement down.
Now, this could determine who ends up on the top of the podium at the prize giving later today. Oscar Wolf and Det are both very, very close. Finn Newton-Howes has got to the top once. Nat Warburton has got to the top once. So it is still open game between at least 4 of them.
That's right. And here we see Phoebe on this hold. She hasn't secured the zone here yet. This is really interesting because Phoebe was ranked first going into this final. And currently, if she doesn't get the zone on this one here, which...
Well, Phoebe's got 2 zones so far, but she hasn't got to the top. So she'll be desperate to try and do that. Meanwhile, Death is looking for his way up and can't do it.
Can't make it.
This
so
will
it's
be
going to be
frustrating.
really interesting now to see how Oscar comes out on this. And also Phoebe Kenderdine just couldn't secure that zone on that climb. So, you know, that's changed the whole leaderboard. Look, we're seeing in this one round, everything changing so far. Let's see how Oscar goes on here. And Azaria Briscoe's out as well.
Oscar Wolf is there. 79 is Azaria Briscoe. And in the youth A female section, Azaria is sitting, surprisingly, in 6th place.
She will get the zone on that,
But she'll get a zone, and that'll elevate her up to at least 3rd.
yeah, this competition's really mixing things up.
Well, Lucy and Willow with their Lucy Sinclair, Willow Cook getting to the top has made just such a difference.
Absolutely.
So Azaria Briscoe really has some work to do.
You know, and still in all the grade, and all the female and male. I'm losing my words now. We've been going too long today, I think. And the male and females and all the grades, it would take one top to change that whole leaderboard. You know, there's not much in any of this. There's Azaria stepping through, so she gets her feet around the right way for this next move, which is really important. Can waste a lot of energy just trying to hold the hold while you're swapping your feet. No, she can't quite get it. Oh, here's Oscar. Gets the zone. Now that's changed the whole competition here now. Just that one zone.
Just going to take his time. This is a bit of experience coming in, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's just saying, let's think. I've got to here. I've done a lot of the hard work. Can I now capitalise on it?
So in this one here now, if he can get to the top of this, it's really going to be a whole different ballgame. It's going to put so much pressure on that last.
Oh, he's got there. He's got there. He's done it. What a brilliant climb for Oscar Wolf.
Man, that was just skin of your teeth, wasn't it?
3 tops so far.
Just caught that
3 out of 3. He has a bit of a shake of the head and says, I'm pleased to get out of here. And he will lead going into the final round of the Youth A section of the male bouldering competition here at Basecamp in Queenstown. Meanwhile, let's look across and see what's happening with Azaria Briscoe. She's got 1:30 to go.
Yeah, so she's just taking her time here. 1:30, if she could rest for 30 seconds, which she doesn't want to. She's going to get straight back on. Have another go. Establishes herself on those starting holds.
Well, Lucy Sinclair, 2 tops so far.
So here she goes. She's got to try, and she doesn't have her feet set up the same as she did before. So now she's got to try and swap her feet to be able to come across. Oh, she goes for a whole nother option now.
Now she's done well. Oh, not quite.
No, just can't quite get it that way. But it's good to see her changing it up.
Yeah.
You know, this is the thing about bouldering. There's not one way to do it. And her changing like that, testing the waters on a different way is really good to see.
No chance to relax, no chance to recover the muscles, straight back into it because the time ticks away. Just on 20 seconds to go. She's got to the zone. We saw from Lucy Sinclair how challenging this can be and what special skills you need. Well, she's done well
10
here,
seconds.
but she's only got 10 seconds. That's where the pressure comes. Look, she's done exceptionally well here. Can she hang on? Can she hang on? She can hang on! What a beautiful climb! Superb stuff from Azaria Briscoe.
And for Azaria, that puts her well up into contention right there, one top, and it's all a different leaderboard now.
Goodness gracious me, if you thought this competition was dead and buried, it is very much alive. We go into the last round
much excitement
here in the last session of the New Zealand Bouldering Championships, and it is going to be tight in all of the categories.
Yeah, it is amazing. This is just such good, close climbing, isn't it? The route setters have done just such an amazing job. And
Kyla Mewison, 57, number 57. This is in the Youth A section. So Kyla currently sitting in 6th position. She's got one zone so far in the previous 3 blocks that she's had a go at.
this zone is not a friendly zone. This is...
She just needs the height. Can't quite make it on that occasion. Just 15 years of age. From Canterbury.
And here we're seeing James Patterson again. He's just trying to check with the judge to see if he can get himself established. The judge is not letting him have that. You have to establish yourself with all 4 points of contact on the holds. Oh, Nat Warburton just swinging and missing on that orange climb.
Yeah, James Patterson, this is very close in the junior male section. He hasn't got a zone yet. One zone will bring him up to Thomas Grummett. One top will get him close to Henry Booker. But one more attempt and he's going to finish behind.
Yeah, so he's already had, the judge called him down off his first attempt, so he can't get a zone in less than one attempt now to move him up if he just gets a zone. So he needs a top now on this last climb to put him through further than where he is at the moment. Oh, Alia just trying to stretch right across on that one. That's impressive flexibility. Here's James back on this.
So James, we look to get to the zone.
Last
Can't
block.
do so. Too tough for him on that occasion. Nat comes back. In the youth A section. And Nat is in 4th place currently.
Kayla going up towards that zone again. She needs to get her feet a bit more solid on the holds. Okay. She's getting her fingertips over there and she's moved her legs. So there she goes. She's been given, she would have been given the zone there because she utilized that zone. She brought both her legs up while she was holding that.
So much action going on, so much pressure, so much tension.
Here's James just struggling with these 4 points on here. There he goes. He's got it there. So now he's going to get back up onto there, see if he can snatch those 2 hands on those purple holds.
Just nicely positioned now, but he can't hang on, can't get across. Nat Warburton also struggling.
Yeah, very, very
On
tricky
this one.
dynamic movement there that Nat Warburton's trying to do on that orange climb, where he catches the first hold and then he has to keep moving. Oh, we've just gone off there. Looking at Alia eyeing up the start there. So just pulling on there now. 4 points of contact. There she goes.
So Alia is currently in 5th position and is unlikely to elevate herself up unless up into the medals
8
unless she can get to a
seconds
top.
remaining.
Yeah. So unfortunately for her, she will finish out of the podium positions. As we come through now, Kiri Shibahara will come into action. Finn Mano Simpson, Willow Cook. Now, Willow Cook, 55, in the Youth A section, is in 2nd position. If she can get to the top here, this will make things very interesting indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see how she
This will
goes.
change it up if she can get up this climb. We haven't seen anyone top this climb yet, I don't think, in the whole competition. So it's going to take a real good effort to get up here. But she's been climbing amazing so far, so let's see how she goes.
Second in this section last year, silver medalist, currently in the silver medal position.
All right, moving up towards that zone. And she's utilising that zone there now, so just trying to hold on enough just to be able to...
Yeah, that's where she went initially, over to the right. Now she's decided to go above. Can she get enough grip on it? No, she can't.
That is a very marginal hold, that one. Not much on that at all. Here we see Thomas just trying to get through to that zone hold. That also is marginal. There's a lot of marginal holds in this competition. Yeah, those climbers out there really have to try and grip with all they've got to be able to get all the points they can get.
Well, Thomas Grummett currently in second position. For him to elevate himself to first, he needs to get to the top. And then hope that Henry Booker doesn't get to the zone.
Yes,
the banana
that's right. And here's Willow again. No, just looking at her hands. So this is Kiri Shibahara from Wellington. Let's see if she can hold on. She's doing good because she had the right idea in her head. You could see she needs to have her left hand in the best part of that hold to be able to then move her feet across to the hold and generate enough power to the right to get that zone.
Well, she's got to the zone in each of the three previous blocks.
Right.
Looking to make 4 out of 4 to the zone stage. She has not got to the top yet, but the only person to get to the top in any block in the junior female section is Sabrina Butler.
So the other competitors in this grade need a top to change things up. At the moment, Sabrina out on her own in first place with 1 top.
Here's Willow Cook.
Oh, there's Thomas on a interesting starting position.
Now, this will be his last real opportunity to get to the top because of time. So he needs to make it count, because if he comes off now, he won't have the time to compose himself and work his way systematically back up to the top. This is challenging. This is real challenging, but he's doing well.
Here we go. Just trying to get that foot across to the right. Oh, he goes for a whole different option. This is great to see. Trying something different. Didn't work, but I think he's going to end up running out of time on that one now.
He is going to run out of time, unfortunately, and Thomas will not be able to overtake Henry Booker in the leading position for the junior male section.
So here come the next round of climbers running out. This is the last block, so they're really going to give it everything on this one. You'll see the climbers just climb right until the timer goes, because no point in saving any energy now. This is Abby Gibbett on this one. We haven't seen a top on this one.
Abby Gibbett, the 17-year-old from Bay of Plenty, currently sitting in third position. She's got to the zone on each of the 3 previous blocks.
If she can get to the zone on this, then that'll secure her a really good position. Here's Banana Boy here.
The man they call Banana Boy, Henry Booker. Second last year in the Youth A section, third in the open male section, so he knows how to climb, this young fella.
He certainly does. Oceania's in 2019, he won that as well, I think, in the lead climbing competition. Is that on his bio?
Well, he summited Mount Aspiring last week, so he's pretty impressed about that. He's been climbing for almost a decade.
Oh, here he goes. Look at that. He's chalking up on the holds that the others couldn't even hold on to. He's just going up there, just seeing what it's like, standing up.
He's got so much stability in that right foot, in the hold there.
Just unsure how to move through past that section.
He is in the gold medal position. He would dearly love to get to the top. We've only seen one so far, and it was him who's made it. That's why he's leading the competition. Oh, he's done well here.
Across.
Now, can he get some stability with that foot, though? Yes, he has. He's got enough. He's got enough.
Oh, he comes back down. He's just going to launch from there. So the way the red setters wanted this done was to palm off that right hand and reach with your left, but he's going to go with his right.
Got there.
And there
oh, that's fantastic stuff. Henry Booker, you can see why he's the champion. He's got 2 tops so far, and the rest of the competitors in that grade have not made one.
Yeah, so he's clearly showing his domination in there. And here is Bella Dominici on the black boomerang climb. Haven't seen, while we were watching Henry on that one, we haven't seen if Bella has made it to the zone yet already on this one. Here's Abby Gibbett.
Just taking your time.
Yeah.
Just wanting to be patient,
Well,
thinking it
she's just
through.
having a little measure there. You can see in her head, she's seeing if she can bridge between the starting volume and that other foot. So here she goes. Wonder if she's going to change up her beta. There she goes. Look, she's going to see if she can get right across. Having a bit of a giggle there to herself, I think, because I don't think it's quite. Her legs aren't long enough.
She's currently sitting in 3rd position, but behind her is Phoebe Kenderdine, and she's still to climb. So no success there for Abby, and I don't think she'll have another go.
16 seconds left. Oh, the climb's cool. She is having another go. Our last climber left out on the wall.
She wants to get to that zone.
She really needs that if she wants to try and... Oh,
Unsuccessful,
and
unfortunately for her. So she remains in 3rd position, but that could still well change with more competitors to come. 2 more in each category.
So we've got the brushes there at the moment. And next round on. So there we've got Riley Butler and Gillian David just having a look at these blocks. Last blocks. Last round. Oh.
So Riley, number 58, the 15-year-old from Canterbury. Said that Derek Thatcher is a teacher, a name from
Derek
the past
Thatcher.
in climbing. In climbing's
Classic climber from way back, the Dispatcher Thatcher. Yeah, he's a bit of a legend in New Zealand climbing. So she's got a good teacher there if that's her coach.
She also claims that she can do the splits on her profile that she sent in.
Right.
And let's see what she can do here. She's got to the zone, so this is good work.
Need it on this climb though. Yeah, so she secures the zone there now. We haven't seen anyone get past here, so let's see.
Well, she'll need to get to the top to get onto or into the medals. She came in to this competition 3rd ranked qualifier after yesterday.
Oh, she's looking. Oh.
Got plenty of time still remaining. No need to panic just yet.
And here's Sabrina Butler on this green climb that's proven rather tricky. Just looking up at the clock there above her. See how much time she's got remaining.
So Sabrina leads. She's top of the pops at the moment. She's the only person in the whole junior female section to make it to the top.
Of one climb
One
so
climb.
far.
And that's enough. That is enough to hold the lead at the moment.
Oh, Julian swinging and missing on the orange climb there. So the two toughest blocks, I think, at the moment. We haven't seen any tops on. The orange one that Julian's on there next to Riley, and the green one that Sabrina's on. Oh, Julian close on that catch there.
So Riley desperately needs to make something count here.
Oh, here's Sabrina.
She wants to leave
holding
these
on.
national champs as we get to the final stages of day 2.
Finals day.
Finals day, it's the last event. We've got just 2 more waves of climbers to come through.
And then we've made it to the end of the competition.
The medals will be sorted out soon. We already know that Henry Booker has taken out top place in the junior male bouldering, but the other ones and the colours of them are still in doubt.
Is still well and truly on, isn't it?
Julian David having a bit of a fight there with the wall, just flying at it, knowing that time is against him.
And Riley there just trying to work out how to hold that very marginal hold. That wall is slightly overhanging too, and the purple and the white walls go around the
She's got the
corner.
zone. That will not be enough at the moment to put her into middle position. She's got 15 seconds to get to the top, and she's not going to be able to make it. So sadly,
seconds remaining.
she will not make it through to the podium at these championships. Riley Butler has a smile on her face. She's enjoyed herself over the last couple of days.
All right.
But will be disappointed that
Here
she
we
was
go.
not able to just get the maximum points
Yeah.
in that block. And now, coming out, Ant Death,
So
number
it's
5.
Ant on this one. If he gets a top here, we've got Oscar just has pipped him just on that last round. So he's really got to get a top on this one. And we haven't seen anyone get through to the zone on this climb yet.
Lucy Sinclair, who's done so well as well in the Youth A section. Lucy leads. Ant just rubbing the boulder, trying to get the chalk off it. Now this is great work.
First climber move up past the zone.
Hasn't
This is
Lucy
fantastic.
been impressive this afternoon?
Unbelievable.
Still got Azaria Briscoe to come.
And she's just got to get one more hand on that top hold. She's trying to establish herself here, trying to get a heel on.
Fantastic stuff.
And she does it.
That'll be enough for the gold medal for Lucy Sinclair.
She's
3
can't
tops
be
in the
beaten
final.
now. That is it. I think she knows it too. She's pretty happy with that.
5th last year in Youth B turns into 1st this year
Oh my
in
goodness.
Youth A.
What a story. Here's Ant's Death trying to work out this orange one. Phoebe Kenderdine here. She needs the zone here on this one to change the rankings. But it's been a tough zone to get so far for all the competitors.
Well,
A
she'll need
really
to not
tough
only...
block.
If she gets to the zone in less than 5 attempts, she'll move ahead of Abby Gibbett.
Yeah. And it
Now
looks
here
like
she's
got
getting
herself
close.
Established. Oh,
Abby currently sitting in 3rd position. Sabrina Butler leads. Kiri Shibahara is 2nd. Abby Gibbett is 3rd. And Phoebe, if she can just get to that zone, and we look
gonna
across here
change it
at
up.
Ant Death.
so Ant's not going to give up on this one. He's got 1:40 left.
Well, he'll know that he's got breathing down his neck, or maybe he's breathing down the neck of
Yeah.
Oscar Wolf.
He never gives up, Ant. He says, he's got a saying, he says, you can milk anything with nipples. I think to him that means you can just get in there and do it. I'm not sure. I'm sure that'll be going through his head right now.
Well, he needs to try and catch Oscar Wolf, because Oscar Wolf has got 3 out of 3 tops.
Yeah.
Ant has got 2.
Ant needs this one, doesn't he?
And now he is having attempt after attempt as the time ticks down. Meanwhile,
Phoebe, now she needs to get this one in less than 5 attempts to the zone to change the rankings as they are. Back to Ant. Just trying to work out how he can get this. Oh, so close, just can't stick it.
here's Phoebe.
Both athletes, only 30 seconds left.
18 years of age. Been a New Zealand representative, involved in athletics with a focus on triple jump. She's also very much into contemporary dance, and she's going to have to dance her way across to the zone.
She is. At the moment, she's really fighting hard. She's fighting on this one.
This is for a place in the podium. Can she get there? No.
Oh, the very last attempt. Last block.
Millimetres in it.
Can't make it.
Millimetres in it.
How
and we've got
exciting.
the last of the competitors to come out here. The last of the competitors in the last round of the last event on the last day.
Oscar Wolf and Azaria Briscoe, our last climbers.
So out comes Oscar Wolf. He can sit back and relax and know that he's so far been so impressive and leads this competition with 3 tops in 3 different blocks.
Absolutely. Oh, and
Azaria
he's already
Briscoe.
got the zone on this one. We haven't even seen the zone go before on this.
Look at him
Here
go.
he goes.
Look at power. Driving through that right leg. Reaches up. He's making it look easy. Still there. Look at this.
Oh, trying to get a back step, trying to get some foot on something just to be able to establish himself to be able to move up to that top.
Most humans trying to do that would be wreathing with cramp in the back of their hamstrings, and here he is making it look easy.
Here he is trying to wonder why he's got too much sweat on his hands and trying to blow it off.
So Azaria Briscoe.
So you'll see on this next attempt, he's actually put his chalk bag on. Don't often climb with chalk bags on in bouldering, but he's put his on. This is Azaria.
Azaria is in 3rd position at the moment. If she can get herself all the way to the top, that will change.
Yeah, she can knock off Willow Cook here at the moment with a top on this one, but she can't knock Lucy Sinclair off. Lucy's already had less attempts than she has at tops, but she can change the scoreboard with Willow Cook if she can manage to get up this one.
Rob, for you, it's been a fabulous couple of days. The champs haven't been in Queenstown before. Observations from you as we come towards the closing stages of day 2 as we look at Oscar Wolf, the man on the hunt.
Yeah, no, this has been such an exciting competition. The routes have been amazing all weekend. The setters have done a fantastic job. The qualifiers yesterday were just brilliant. We've had some great climbing. We've seen some amazing talent emerging, and just get to see a new venue that is just so incredible as well. So, yeah, I'm just so happy for the future of climbing in New Zealand. We're seeing just such great things happening, and yeah, we're just going from strength to strength. So this has been brilliant.
Climbing New Zealand's had a big number of their team members down here organising. A lot of work goes on behind the scenes. It's a hard-working committee that Climbing New Zealand have. They've been in action and they've proved how good they can be when the pressure comes on as well.
Absolutely. We're all volunteers on the committee and on the executive, and you know, as a lot of sports are, you know, it's really hard to get funding, but we do it all for the love of the sport, and we're all passionate climbers. Climbing is a lifelong thing you do, you know, so a lot of the people on the committee and on the board are climbers for a long time ago, and we all do what we can to make this happen for all these kids and for all the climbers in New Zealand. So yeah,
So Oscar Wolf trying to finish off in fine style. He's going to have one more go, I would suggest.
Yeah.
He's got time. He would love to leave not only with the gold medal, but with the satisfaction of getting to the top.
Just
In his last
looking at the
attempt,
clock.
as well as he has been there on the previous 3 as well.
So here's Azaria trying to get that top. She can change that table up a little bit. 14 seconds to go. Oscar goes for his last attempt.
Well, he's got 8 seconds. He said, "Oh, we're going to have a go."
The beats are already going.
This is speed climbing at its best. Look at this.
Oh.
He's a champion,
what
though.
A way to finish.
Great acknowledgement from the crowd here, and it's been an enthusiastic, supportive crowd during the course of the 2 days. He's been a popular character, has the man Oscar Wolf, who's taken out the Youth A male bouldering section. Preliminary results only, but Oscar will take gold. Anthony Death takes silver, and Finn Newton-Howes will end up in the bronze medal position. Looking at the junior female section, Sabrina Butler was coming in top place after qualifying, and she has taken out the gold. Kiri Shirabahara has second. Abby Gibbett will be third. These are provisional results only. We'll have the official results for you soon. And in the A section, Youth A, Lucy Sinclair, who has been so good. 2 tops, 4 zones. Willow Cook in second place. Azario Briscoe will take out third. And in the Youth A for the men, as we've talked about, it was Oscar Wolf, Anthony Death, and Finn Newton-Howes. And in the junior male, well, Banana Boy, he was too good, wasn't he? Henry Booker, too good. 2 tops, Thomas Grummett, 2 zones, and James Patterson will round out the medalists. So those are the provisional results. It's been an action-packed couple of days, and we've seen plenty of action. It started with the Youth Male D finals, and Tobin Priestley was the winner in that event from Puriwa Rangi from Bay of Plenty. Huxley Bolger took out third from Taranaki. In the Youth D for females, Ara Evans first, Charlotte Chin second, Greer Robinson was third. Those are the medalists. Plenty of action, plenty of events. The Youth C males won by Jamie Birchler, who did so well. 4 tops in the final. Cooper Robinson in the silver position and Cooper Gibson third. And in the female C, the age groups is determining what grade they are in. Katie Chin wins with 2 tops. Lisa Shank was in second place. In the Youth B male, Spencer Menzies, 1 top, gets home narrowly from Will Brown, and Karen Death takes out third from Bay of Plenty. In the Youth B finals, well, this was one of the most standout performances of the weekend. Jasmine Arnold-Clark from Wellington, the former Brit, makes it to the top in all 4 attempts. She was outstanding across the different zones. Misha Borman second. Sophia Cook takes out third, representing Canterbury. And on to the male masters. Sefton Priestley was just too good. He got to the top on all 4 zones. Craig Jeffries in second place, Dave Bolger third. And in the female masters, Rochelle Andrews made it 3 in a row. She won in 2019, she won in 2020, she won again here in Queenstown in 2021, and Emily Lane was in second place. Those are the confirmed places. We will come back with the prize giving of the 4 events that we've just seen for the junior and for Youth A very shortly here at Basecamp, along with the official results for those 4 events. Stay with us. We'll be back soon.
Okay, first spot prize. Are you all here and listening? First spot prize goes to Keegan Magnus. Is Keegan here? Okay, we go. Emma Delaney, and I don't think she's here either. Is Emma here? Oh, she is. Oh, fantastic. Here we go. Okay, the next prize is a North Face hat. Henry Booker. And a black diamond brush. Eddie Boyd. Redraw that one. Nathan Clapperton, are you here? Nathan. Okay, got a black diamond check bag. James Patterson, should be here. Yep. Okay, North Face hoodie, one size fits all. Zaria Briscoe. Okay, we've got. Yeah, so I think it's a black diamond, might be a rope bag. Bella Dominici. I'll get the prize going down the way in a couple of months. Okay, welcome again everybody to this final prize giving. I think there's been a lot of pretty hard and honest climbing out there today, so first and foremost I really want to have a big round of applause for all of our athletes. Okay, so this is the last Sportiva Youth and Masters Bouldering Championship for 2021-22, and hosted here by the Basecamp Adventure Centre here in Queenstown. And then so a big thanks to the team here at Basecamp, and particularly to Loz for supporting the event and allowing us to use this venue. Also a huge shout out to the local climbing community, particularly the Wanaka Cliff Hangers Club, who put a huge amount of effort into making this successful and provided the vast majority of our volunteers today. So thanks to Chris Warburton and his big team. Do we have the route setters in the house? So could our route setters please come up here? Next to me here is Pete Lofthouse, who's head route setter and also our national youth coach. And he's been assisted by Ian, Tom, Angus, and Don. So these guys started work on Wednesday morning and have pretty much been working flat out ever since resetting 3 times, up to 4 times a day. So big applause for these guys, please. Also a big shout out to our Pride New Zealand organisers, Shane Death, who was our president of the jury, Dion Clapperton, and Matt Danborough, who was our head judge today. Also shout out to Rob Moore, who spent the day alongside Paul Ellison doing the Sky Sport commentary. Big thanks to you, Rob. On to our sponsors. Very exciting to have La Sportiva on as our primary sponsor. La Sportiva has signed up as our naming sponsor for our championship events for the next 3 years, so making a massive commitment to the sport, climbing New Zealand and the national championships. So really excited to have you on board. Also want to recognise our long-standing sponsors being RAB and the North Face, and they're also joined by Black Diamond this year supporting us. Also shout out to Connor Boyd Photography. So he's been here today, so check him out on Facebook and get have a look at some of the images he's taken. Okay, we'll move on to the podiums. So the first podium presenting will be Pete Lofthouse, who's our head route setter and national youth coach. First category is the junior female. So in third place is Abby Guvette. In second place, Kerry Shibahara. And our champion for 2021-22 is Sabrina Butler. Okay, we're going to move on to the junior males. In third place we have James Patterson. In second place, Thomas Grummett. In first place, our champion for this year is Henry Booker. Okay, moving on to Youth A female. In third place, we have Rosaria Briscoe. In second place, Willow Cook. Our Youth A female champion is Lucy Sinclair. Okay, the Youth A males in third place, Finn Newton-House. In second place, Anthony Death. First place, our male Youth A champion, Oscar Wolf. Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks again for making this event such a huge success. Thanks to all the athletes, all the club support and parents, and we look forward to getting together as a community. So, to everybody, safe travels home, and we'll see you soon.
So that is Richard Walden, the president of Climbing New Zealand. 2 days of action here at Basecamp in Queenstown has come to an end. We have had 12 different events over different age groups, ranging from 8 years of age to well into the 40s. It's been great to bring you this coverage. It has been the national La Sportiva New Zealand Youth and Masters Bouldering Championships. The next major event on the bouldering calendar is the Open Bouldering Champs, coming to you from Christchurch on the 11th of December. It's been fantastic on behalf of the crew here, where we've seen some fantastic performances, none better than 13-year-old Jasmine Arnold-Clark, who took out the Youth B section in such fantastic style. Thanks for your company on Sky Sport Next. On behalf of the commentary team of Rob Moore, I'm Paul Allison saying good evening from Queenstown.